7 o'clock in the morning, my boy. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you are watching this vlog. So I could not fucking sleep. And I've been here since about 6:30. Then I went live with subscribers on Instagram. We had a great conversation. We had some good dialogue. And I am here now. So I got to get the AK to the driveway. And I'm going to begin working on the bottom of this car. So we'll talk about the game plan. We'll talk about the attack. And just want to say thank you to everybody for supporting that last video. You guys were amazing. Awesome comments. And yeah, I got some really good views out of it within 12 hours. The last time I checked, it had about 7,500 in views. So that's incredible for me. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you want to share the channel, we are doing a full build. This can help millions of people. You could learn the right way to build a car by all the knowledge I've gained since I was about 15, 16 years old, and I'm spreading it out for free. Sure, there's 3 or 4 ads that you can skip, but I wouldn't say that's a bad thing, right? So, nonetheless, we're here. A lot of positive energy. I wish all of you great karma. I wish all of you great fortune. I wish all of you great health. Thank you for being here. Also, smashing the like button on the video actually shares the video more. Also, and I have to say another thing. I've been getting a few emails from the YouTube email that people say, hey, it unsubscribed me for some weird reason. Check your subscriptions, make sure you're subscribed. So click that button up there, click the like, and let's get this vlog going. All right now. All right, guys. All right, guys. All right, so, all right, guys. Yep, all right, guys. All right, so, okay, boys. You got something to say, 40?
Yeah. Hi.
You hanging there or you working?
No, working.
Today?
Yeah.
Mira, muy grande ahora.
Yeah.
Comer bien. Comer bien, cabrón.
Yeah.
Oye, cabrón. What is this? What's this?
Smoking, he's not hanging it.
He no hanging it.
No smoking ni cigarette.
No.
No.
No more cigarette.
No.
Wow, gracias a Dios. Good for you. Now it's my turn. What's this?
Yeah.
What's this? Listen to what he calls it. What's this?
Hanging.
What's this car called?
47 kilos.
47 kilos.
Woo.
Okay, 40. We got this car. I saw 40 in the corner.
And that one is nice, bro.
It's really nice.
If
Can I finish my story? Can you hear me? Does your hearing get better?
it's not.
No,
it's
bueno?
not
No good? Okay. Give me a second. Let me explain it.
Yeah.
I saw 40 in the corner, so basically what he does, I didn't really have any work, you know? So basically what he does, he comes by every day. What's up, man? He comes by every day, tries to get some work next door, details a car or not. So I'll have him working with me on this car. Yeah, he used my wheels to bring the car here. El carro ahí.
Yeah.
See. But yeah, he's with me today. I'm going to tell him to help me clean the bottom of this, pass me some parts, organize as I go. But this is a way for him to work and make some kind of money with me. I'll take care of him today. So let us get to it. Let us start moving a couple of things around, and then we're going to start cleaning the bottom of this car. Okay, so me and 40 are going to grab a microfiber, and we're just going to wipe everything down here. You see these marks here where the paint was missed? I'll just hit that with some trim black so it could just finish up this beautiful look here. See that? No, I need to paint it, 40.
Okay.
I need to paint it. All right, so let us get everything wiped up here. Pause. And I'll be right back. I also got to remove these wheels. June, you forgot to tighten these. This could have been a bad accident, bud.
He's paying.
Yeah, we'll paint inside there, yep. Yeah, we'll get some of that. Make sure this car comes out perfect. Back here, too. Yeah, we'll paint. Yeah, just simple. Okay, so back wheels are off. If you're wondering what rear trailer arms these are, June purchased the S1s, but not all-wheel drive, but can also be converted to all-wheel drive, if you could see back there. But I'm gonna have to change these studs, so we'll work on that a little bit later. But so far, I mean, look how much cleaner it looks here. Look at that gloss already. Sorry about the lighting, guys. I'll get you a good angle, pause. But we're just gonna keep wiping down the underneath of the car and just have a nice clean canvas to work. There it is. You could already see that it, you know, it's got back its stuff. Also, we can clean all of this here too with just water, just simple water, not fully drench it. I can hook up the Milwaukee. I got a battery charging now. We could dry everything, like you see all of that right there, that nasty. I can clean all of this up. And if it needs a little paint, why not hit it with a little bit of trim black just to finish the nice final finishing touches underneath this belly here. So let me get to it. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. What we got here is just simple water on the microfiber and just clean all that up. You see all that dust come right off. All those, you know, bodywork marks. And just have all of that nice and clean. He's even got a little bit of stuff here. We're just gonna go along. See that little corner there? Just gonna go along and just clean everything as much as we can. Clean canvas, you're always gonna have, you're gonna end up with clean work. So just gonna keep wiping this, cleaning it here. And a nice little squeeze. Was that a pause? Some people said that the reason my channel isn't doing good is because I say pause too much. Well, pause, nigga. Pause. So, we're getting to it. We'll clean everything here. We'll keep, take off the front wheel soon. And then you see, try to get into all of that. See if that comes off. Yep, it does. Again, this is what, you know, the consistency of building a car is. No one's ever going to see this part of the car, but you're going to know. See, it just needs a little bit of water. Needs a little bit of TLC in the beginning. Again, I always like to work with a clean canvas, man. It just makes for a better build every single time, you know? We're grooving. Look how much cleaner that looks, guys. Much cleaner. Now it had, like, you know, these little white spots, I guess from like wet sanding. So that's out of the way. Ended up trying to get into here. See that? I don't know if you guys can see these white spots. Yeah, you could see them. So just a little bit of elbow grease with a microfiber. And that all cleans up. I did the back here. 40's taking care of this side. Yeah, we have to, sácalo esto. I will take care of it. But yeah, what I'm thinking is just give it a little bit of trim black in this area right here. You see that gray, that primer, that whatever that is? We're gonna clean that up with a nice little, just a simple sprays of trim black, just to make it all look good. Make it all look good, baby. Make it all look good. Alright, things got a little out of whack, out of crazy. Okay, tried swapping these studs with the hub on the car. That wasn't happening. I kept rubbing on this part, which was the easiest access, right? Couldn't get it from up here. Obviously can't get it from this area. So I ended up taking off the hubs, and S1, future reference, you might want to notch this here for access to that bolt, because that's a nightmare to get to. You might want to notch all four corners when you guys are making these arms, but just, again, just trying to make life easy for everybody. Anyhow, anywho, these punch out very easy. 40 is trimming the sides now, and I'm going to install these extended ARP studs. Here's a part number. I know you guys love part numbers, so Honda.
Check it out. Like that is good.
Let me see.
Like that is
Let me
good.
see, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, a little
That's
bit.
beautiful.
A little bit more. Straight.
Wait. A little bit more.
More?
Yeah, no mucho. Alright, gonna get that. We're gonna put our guy here like this. I've got a steel lug nut. And then basically it sucks it in. Pause. It sucks it in. Pause. So guys, what I like to do is basically drive this lug nut down by hand as much as I can, and I also want to keep that notch in the back. So I pretty much got good tension on it. Bear with me, right? This is very hard to do with one hand. Bear with me, please. Yeah, this is not going to work with one hand. 40, hold it. Hold it.
What?
Just hold it. Yeah, you ready? Okay, so this is going to act like as a suction. Pause. And then you stop when it bottoms out. Done. Now, from here, you have to do this quickly. Don't do it slowly. Zap it in reverse very quickly. That's it. Studs installed. See that? It's flush here. It's flush here. These are ready to go on. So we'll knock the other ones out. We'll install each one with this Leslie here. Let's see if it has a part number on it. Bear with me here. Let me help you guys out. This is a patent. No part number, guys. You can find it on Amazon. Leslie. Yeah, that looks
like
good.
That?
All right, yeah, let's get the other three on. Okay, all four studs are in. So what I want to do is, I already did this one. I want to clean this thread. I want to share this part number here with you. So this is for chasing and cleaning threads. So this is the company. I got this on Amazon, maybe 20 bucks. This is the part number. So it's a file, tap, and die kit. So basically what you would do is, and I marked these. So this is a 14 millimeter. So if there's a 14 millimeter, I don't know, let's take for instance, this guy right here. Nope. So I would go down, right? Got it. So this is a 12 mil. So I know that 12 mils go here. And if you want to clean your threads, so you can have no, you know, basically any strip bolts on your chassis, it has these cuts in it. Bear with me. And that cleans out the thread. So this is going to clean this bolt. I already did that. You see these markings here? That's going to cause a cross thread. So what I do is, I'm just going to go like this first. Hold it, 40. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. You can go up and down, but it just takes one. And now that's clean. Watch your hands. Watch yourself. So now, this lug nut spins nice and easy. Again, these are precautions because now what happens if you decide to put this hub back on all this hard work and your lug nut is going in crooked. So this is the kit. Every Honda guy needs this in their garage. This specific one right here, because it's made for our cars, I labeled mine. This is like 11 mils at the top that you could thread with. But I'm going to do 2 more. Knock out the other hub off camera. I pretty much showed you guys this, and we're just going to keep working. Right, 40? We working or are we hanging it?
Yeah.
You don't know what I'm saying. So while 40 notches these on the wheel here, I'm just going to take my punch and punch the rest of these factory size studs out. So it doesn't really take much, probably about 2 hits and it just drives right out. Dale, 40, yeah? You good. Yeah, he's just going to grind half moon right there, just so we can make this clearance right here. Fairly simple, fairly done. It is a little bit of like you have to take off the sleeve to get to the hex keys. It is a little bit tedious. It is definitely much easier on the lift, all right? I'll give you that. But it's done. Threads are cleaned. Everything's gonna thread on nice. Let's check that thread. Let's make sure we have no, look at that. Beautiful. So all 4, sácalo. We'll bolt all of this up, and then I think I'm going to move on to the upgraded sway bar links, and then we'll be done back here for now. I also want to put on the the caliper and rotors back here. And then I'm pretty much done here. Add the toe adjuster. We working, we not hanging it. So guys, we are going based off common sense. June wanted to upgrade the sway bar links. I think I did it correctly. Again, just using common sense. It came with 2 spacers, one here, and then there's a sleeve that goes inside of this pit. So it's this one here. Again, I think I did it correctly. Put it to there, send the bolt through, and then have him do his adjustments whenever he's ready. But yeah, so adding sway bar links, again, I'm just gonna put it on like this and then I'll go online and then I'll make sure I did it right. But for the most part, it looks good. Washer, thread, nut, sleeve, spacer here so that it doesn't buckle in. I don't know, looks right. He almost knocked himself out on that tire. Okay, so nice and easy. It's a 13. Yeah, 13. So we've got both sides on, hex keys facing out. All the hex keys are facing out. So again, I think I did it correctly. So that's basically the end result. Again, common sense. Left this loose and then I'll tighten it once everything is done. So I was able to move the bar around. Hey, yo, pause. So me and 40 are just gonna tighten these up, and you don't wanna smash on these, guys. You do not wanna smash on these. Give me 1 second. Let me get us, whatever this is called. Okay, you don't wanna go crazy on these, guys, because you want the spherical hind joints to work. So right about there. Okay, over here. Right about there. Okay, now this should all, exactly. So when you're finished tightening these up, with anything that has a hind joint, make sure you have this functionality right here. Make sure you're able to move this stuff left and right. So me and 40 will tighten up that side, and I think that does it for this area here. Yo, 40, we kicking this car's ass, bro. For real. I know you didn't even, I got you. You didn't understand me, right? Yeah, I heard. I love you, man. Okay, so wheel woods are about to go on. Got the calipers here. This is the first time I'm actually working on a wheel wood caliper. This thing is light as hell, 40. I know you didn't understand that. I know I keep being, you know. I know what you looking at, cousin? Yeah, you horny. All right. So I'm assuming this bracket is going to face up for the cable, emergency cable. So this is going to slide right on. Here, hold that. Point it at here. Point it. Point it. Point it. Fair enough. Washer. A little cobweb there. 11 mil. Thread that on. The other one, is he getting a good angle? Not bad for 40. Not bad. Alright. Jesus Christ. Charlotte's Web. When was the last time you guys heard that one? Alright. Thank you, 40. So I'll button that up. Take care of the other side. This kid, he said he quit smoking. Hablador! Okay, a little bit of bolt swap. Seb's here. Say what's up. At ease first, Sergeant. At ease. Swapping out these camber bolts here. I don't know if he has this one. I do think he does. So I think, you know, June went apeshit on MPC stuff. So I'm going to begin to swap this on all four. Show you a little bit of YouTube magic in about... Alright, those are on. I tried to look for this bolt. I thought he had it. It's not in here. Went through all these boxes. Everything's pretty much labeled. But, yeah. Alright, so I'll knock out those two. But this is it's a nice setup, Seb. Beautiful. It's a really nice car. Look at that. It's not bad, man. Really nice car. Okay, let me get to the other side camber bolt. And with the toe adjusters, we're going to have to cut into the chassis. It doesn't have the spot welded... nut on the other end, pause. So Let me knock this part out again. Killing this bottom right here right now. Everything is coming out according to plan. And then we'll get to the toes and just keep gunning, baby. How's your car, Seb? He's beautiful. Did you heat cycle it again, or? Yep. So, unfortunately, I don't have these in my spares, so I have to use his factory ones. And he didn't buy any MPC ones, so I have to go through with this, right? But what I wanted to do was, after drilling the hole, this is tedious because we're going to have to use like a wrench to hold the other side of the 14 to hold the camber, to hold the toe adjuster, whatever the case may be. So I'm cleaning this rusted part here with the wheel so that this can be effortless. You see, if I didn't, then I would be struggling with this, trying to hold it together, and we get stuck. So again, I try to teach people to think maybe 2 steps ahead so you don't run into a headache later. So I'll turn this wheel on, and it's simple. It's a few seconds. And as soon as you see the rust is gone, then you know the thread is clean. This was 30 bucks on Amazon. I've used it over 1,000 times. I use this thing almost every day in here. Worth every penny. As a matter of fact, Jeff Bezos, send me a bill for another 30 bucks. I owe you another 30. Because this, now you see that? Effortless. Now we won't be struggling trying to move that toe adjuster. So again, just taking, I like to teach people how to work correctly. I like to teach people how to, if there ever is a problem, it should be much easier to fix because you took those extra steps in the beginning. Now this is only going to take me about 30 seconds to clean these up. When it's time to put this on, it's going to be a 1, 2, 3 job. So again, invest in one of these right here. Again, you can get a bench wheel grinder on Amazon. This one is a Wen model 4276. So a little bit of game. Okay, so I had to drop the bushing here so we can get that 14 through there, and then we'll worry about this later. So we'll hang these toe adjusters down and worry about making the hole here to hold this 14 that's going to go through here like this. So bear with us. Let us start buttoning up some stuff. Let us get our tools together. But for the most part, we're on to the toe adjusters. God, that's hot. Ouch. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make this hole here, so I'll be able to stick a 14 in there, but it actually needs to go much bigger than that. Pause. We all know about these on our Honda Civics, guys, and our Integras. This back nut here that's supposed to grab the 14 millimeter that goes through is notorious for either breaking off, flying out, or something. Well, it's right here. I can feel it. It's right here. So it's, let me see, matter of fact, I probably can get it out with the magnet. Nah, it needs more. Yep. It's like a spot welded piece, but it actually slides into like this little channel that's inside the chassis. And again, that's notorious for Hondas. So I'm gonna have to open up that hole a little bit bigger, and then we're just gonna have to run a bolt and nut. It's the only way. It's the only way to do it. So don't think that you're hacking your car by doing it this way. This little weasel. That, even if it was attached. That was going to give us a little bit of a nightmare because of how rusted it is. Focus good? Yeah, no good, so we're going to toss that. And then now, let's see if we can not make any more of a bigger hole than this, and then I can always coat around here, and so that doesn't rust up. So what's the best way to do this? Maybe use a magnet. I don't know if we can probably just end up doing one of these, Seb. Ooh, that looks like it might work. That looks like it might work, but maybe... Let me figure this out. Okay, finished. This bolt's tight. This bolt's tight. Ended up making this hole a lot bigger. Guys, you're gonna have to go to this full step. Why? This is not wide enough on the back of the wall here to go against the chassis and hold this camber bolt. You really don't care where this lands here because you can make the adjustment here on the toe. So what I'm telling you is we ran a setup like this to where it's a washer, it's a bolt, it's a nut, and then when the bolt goes through, it has its wall behind this little area right here. So we'll take care of this part now, and we'll knock out this part. Say when, Seb. So we're just trying to give it somewhat of a better camber by eye, just by having the wheel straight. So right now I'm spinning the top camber in the middle because I'm trying to keep both joints evenly on each side. So we're almost there. Talk to me.
Good.
Oh my God, this is worse than
Good.
whacking off.
That's good.
That's good?
Yep.
Alright. So now we don't have that negative going in, at least it's somewhat straight. Again, this is just, what I'm doing now is just trying to get it prepared for when the car is a roller, it's not completely off balance. Now I know that it's not in a proper alignment, but I know that at least the wheel's going to be somewhat straight. And we don't know what's going to happen once we get some compression on this strut, but we do know that when we do put the wheel on and go down, it's not going to go way more in. So right now, give or take, and I ain't going to lie, man, K-Tune makes some awesome camber kits. These things work great. So I'll get these bolts somewhat close. The toe, I really can't touch yet, Seb, because I don't have a wheel, you know? And a Steely doesn't fit over these back brakes, so he's gonna need like a 16-inch wheel. And I can't adjust the toe quite yet until I get his wheels. So I'm pretty much done back here. I don't know where his brake pads are. He'll probably bring them by after seeing this vlog. And yeah, I'm fairly done with back here. I'm more than confident that everything got installed correctly. I went over all of these bolts. I went over all of this. I added some 14 nuts back here, pause. I like the functionality of the new sway bar links. So yeah, I think rear suspension is wrapped up, Seb. I might move on now to the fuel tank. I was thinking about painting. I'm not going to do that right now. I don't want to have anything wet near me, pause, at the moment. So I think I'm going to pull that gas tank to about in the front, and we could work relaxed, and I could start setting up his fuel pump system. We're going to do, it's got some real nice stuff, so I'll move on to that next. Radium dual pump hanger. Now these, normally I would use a skunk one. This one looks really, really nice and looks much more easier to work with. So it comes with this factory pigtail basically for, this would probably go into like a wall burrow. We're using an AEM 340 pump and the plug is different. So I had to unthread this from positive and negative here, which are 3/8, right? Then you have your positive negative for pump 1, then your positive for pump 2. So it looks like it shares a ground. You would put both grounds on one side. We're only using one pump. So I need to use this tail for this pump. So I took this off. It gives you an extra set of hardware here to where I'm gonna figure out my length. I'm gonna put those into there, back to positive and negative, tighten everything up, shrink tube, and be done. So let me get all of this orchestrated. This is a really nice looking piece, very nice. And you can swap these out for different AN sizes, or you can probably do step ups. So this looks like a -6, then you could probably add a -8. So we're definitely gonna do probably 8 and 6 on this car. 8 feed, 6 return. Why? Keep the fuel line small. It's fine. This car is never gonna go boost. And if it does, we'll just swap maybe a return line and make it into, well, we'll swap both. Yeah, we'll make it into an 8. We could probably just do, we could do 8 and 6. And then your return setup is this. They put this little sock on here so it can return the fuel back like that. So once this fills up, it starts to shoot the fuel back into the car. Then obviously you get your hose here to this guy, and we'll set all this up. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so now I'm just taking care of the lengths on where to cut these 2 wires, right? So I'm gonna do negative first, which is gonna go right here. So I snipped it. Now I need to add the connector. So I wanna kinda almost do a little bit longer than what they suggest like factory is. So I'll go right about there, right? We'll twist, but before we do that, we need to cut shrink tube. So I'll cut this one in half. I'll cut this one in half, and then it'll cover positive and negative. So take it here, shrink tube, squash it down. Kind of looks like it's half, right? Done. Rip that off, save that for power. Just throw this in there so you don't forget, you know? So this guy here will twist on. I want to make sure we get everything. Bear with me. It's gonna be a tight fit, mate. That's why you don't want it too long, Sebi. You see that? You want it just to go to about right there. So we are gonna, this is going to take a little bit of wire, a little bit of you know, patience, because we're still just trying to shrink down that, wire to fit inside this lug here. So I'll knock that out real quick. We'll make a negative and a positive, and then we should be able to tie all this up before this is all loose, before we could actually do everything. Plus we're missing a clamp here, which is right here, and we're almost done. Okay. Lugs on. Push the shrink tube up. Keep your finger there, here first, so it could suck onto there. Pause! Nice and easy. Don't hold it in one spot. What I like to do at the end is just do a little press. Make sure that that glue holds. So now we have our power and ground for our fuel pump. It's going to go on to here like that. Then we'll be able to put our fuel pump on, use the clamps, and then we can hang on. We could use the hanger to hold our fuel pump in. So I put that clamp there just so I don't forget. We'll push that there, bring this guy down, lock everything up. But first I have to sneak this power over here into here before tightening this, because it gets in the way. So let me finish all that. Looking good. Wire's nice and clean. These are tight. Make sure, guys, this nut spins. Pause. So you're gonna have to hold it up here. The size is 3/8. It's not a 10mm. It's not a 9mm. It's 3/8. So hold here. Tighten here. These nuts have 3 locks on them. So all you got to do is tighten them one time and they're safe. So now I'm just going to get to this clamp here. It's fine. I'll probably just use it right about there. So it could almost line up there. I can't get it quite to line up with this one because it's going to hit. So I'm going to step back a little bit. And then tighten this up. I'm so scared of this screwdriver slipping because I have 400 screwdrivers in there and Seb always brings the worst ones. Look at this, guys.
I like the older tools.
He brings the one that I used as a scraper. You see how sharp that is? So if it slips, it's going to open my hand up. There's 400 screwdrivers in there. Literally. 400.
He wants the snap-on one. He wants the snap-on one.
I got snap-on, man. Good. Okay, so that's finished there. We'll get our clamp on. We'll probably put both of them, why not? And then add our sock here. I can't fully install this one yet, guys, because I don't have this gasket and something's off. Something is off. What is off? That is the basket. I tested it before putting it on. It's rubbing here. Oh, just needs a little TLC. I see the rubbing. So gasket's missing. I have to check if I need to flip. Maybe I need to flip. Can't flip. No, it's fine. It's gonna be sitting in this basket inside here. There it is. Yep. Hold on. Yeah, right there. Okay, I'm fine with that. So I swapped out these two fittings. I'm gonna use a -6 return, a -8 feed. So I'm gonna have to make this line bigger, which I'll figure out how to do. But I don't like how this didn't really go in smoothly. I'm not backwards because it doesn't go this way. So what am I doing wrong? Because I tested it. Oh, now it's much smoother. Yeah, we gotta wait for the gasket. Alright, I'm content with that. I'm happy with that. We got a lot done today, Seb. I mean, you were in here for the earlier part, but me and 40 were kicking ass. I say we clean all this stuff up right here, and maybe let's get the fuel tank to hang up onto the chassis. I can play around with some bolts and stuff, and put some clean things in there, pause. But I also don't have the sending unit, so I have to wait for him to do that. But at least we get this bulk, this big large piece out of the way in the garage. Remember, this place is tiny. So at least if we can get it to hang into the chassis, we'll be in better shape. I'll be able to figure this out. I'm gonna wire the fuel pumps with a relay, a 30 amp relay with an inline fuse. That's all gonna get taken care of, the same way we do all the cars. But me and Seb are gonna clean this catastrophe we got right here, and then we're gonna hang up this gas tank, and we should be done for the day. So when they undercoated the car, obviously that got clogged up, so I had to clean the thread. Now it's perfect. So this kit, like I said, this thing comes in handy because I was trying to test this 14. I already showed them the part number and everything. But now look, nice and smooth, because that was going to end up cross-threading. So I still got to clean it a little bit. It's still got a lot of paint in the beginning. So I'm just going to keep running this thing in and out Once I get it to thread like that, this is a 13 mil. I go like this, and then try to catch it on the way out. And then just keep cleaning that thread. That's it. We'll do the other one, and we'll get this ready. Also, these new straps didn't come with the hooks. So I found these K-Tune. These are from like a battery tray holder. So hopefully these will work right here, just for now, until June gets the OEM ones. But at least we can get the gas tank up. But luckily I had these in the stash and they look like they're gonna work. Probably just need a wider washer to catch here on the other side. Well guys, it's either we have the wrong gas tank or the wrong straps. It might be the wrong gas tank because it's starting to hit here. So if this is an EG one, or if it's a 96 to 98, I believe there's a difference because when I ordered mine, it asked for Manolo. Remember we had a hole punched in ours? It specifically asked me if I had a 96 to 98 or a 2000. And I remember June asking me where I got mine from. I got mine from Amazon, so maybe that's a 96 to 98. I believe his chassis is 99 2000. Nonetheless, not a big issue. We'll figure it out. Gas tank is on. Fuel pump hanger is somewhat in the vicinity. So now the reason I installed this is to get it out of the way. That's one. Two, I should start beginning to mock up fuel lines eventually, right? So with that being said, I think the next thing for the next vlog is to do the brake line tuck. So I'm gonna pop off these front wheels here and then go from there. But it was a great progressive day today. Great progression. Maybe we could bring the car down, start showing a little bit of the lighting on it. Be right back, guys. Good looking chassis. Good looking car. Again, I want to kind of stay out of this engine bay as much as I can. So, yep, nothing's in your way. Let me kill this. It's good, Seb. All right, so I think the smart thing to do is begin to attack the brake line tuck, and he's got the finishing brake line kit, so that's them over there. Could probably start. Oh, looks good from right here too, Seb. Look, the hanger and stuff looks good. Yeah, I'll be able to send those lines underneath the chassis and feed the car with the fuel system. Pause. There's a lot of stuff to overlook. He took care of the front brake lines with the bulkhead. That's perfect. So I just have to take care of the rest. It's a really nice car, man. Very patient, very nice, very clean. Oh, I just noticed that the X bar is 2 different colors. Only the middle bar is purple. Nice. I like the spoiler too. I don't know what it's called, but it's nice. Very nice. I don't know, Seb. I think I want to end this vlog.
If any of you Canadians, can get me these.
Yeah, if anybody in Canada can help out Seb, man. And they do come in silver. You probably don't even have to paint them.
My God.
That'd be a blessing. Power fold-in mirrors for an EK. I think their version is the EL. Yeah, the Honda Civic EL. Those are the ones that you get them from. If you guys can help Seb out, he's willing to pay. He doesn't want nothing for free. Reach out to him on his IG, Seb_NY. Seb, SEB_NY at Instagram.com. I don't know, Seb. I think that's enough for today. Time to start putting together a parts list and see what we're going to do here. I'll give an update to June on the parts that I need, but for the most part. Maybe I could end today with taking off the wheels. But let me just give you guys a little gestalt here.
It's coming together.
Oh, this motor will be in here real soon. I just don't want to rush putting the motor in because he ordered that MDP sleeve for the rack. So like imagine trying to work on that with the motor. That transmission's like all right here. So this is day one for me, and I got some good progress done on it. While working clean and detailed. But yeah, man, for the most part, kicking ass, taking names. Seb, get us out of here.
Like, comment, subscribe.